Hi, all, and welcome to Monday night's All Meta Mode podcast with Gypsy and myself, Amanda Digger DeGaz. Just so you know, this is a pre-recorded episode, so if you ask questions in chat and they're not answered, that's why. We are pre-recording this on a Tuesday. Woo! Giving it a try, seeing how it works. So that way we don't miss any more shows and can start getting back up with guests and have fill-ins at the same time too. So, hey Gypsy, long time no speak. How are you?
I know. It's all this traveling, so I think this pre-recorded thing is going to be a great deal for a few episodes. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of traveling and just got back from Oklahoma, so it's been a long time.
Awesome. You've got a ton of traveling going on. So how's it been traveling with your gear?
Let's see, not too bad. So the last two traveling things were I didn't have to fly, so that was pretty easy. A lot of that I can just load up in my car and go. So I know I've got Garrett detector bags that I can put to protect my machines in. So I usually do that when I'm traveling on the road. But, I know we've talked in previous episodes about how we pack when we're traveling. And I'm getting ready to travel to Utah pretty soon, and I'm going to have to figure out exactly how I want to pack all that, plus my clothing for the filming part of Beyond Oak Island. So that'll be a little challenging because I'm not sure exactly everything I need to bring for that one. Usually I know just what to bring when I'm traveling to the beach, so it makes it a little easier sometimes, but we'll see how that goes. So go ahead.
I was going to say, have you gotten out?
Actually, no, not really. So when I just got back from the Red Dirt Treasure Shootout in Oklahoma,
Ooh.
And that was a blast. It was a blast. I got to see loads of people from all over. There was people from New Jersey. A lot of you know them from YouTube. We had brain freeze. Jason Quarter Hoarder.
Oh.
We had Quarter Hoarder there, and his part of his gang, his posse, metal detecting posse. I got to meet Doug Tag Doug, has Matador Doug, whatever nickname that he's going by at the time. And that was a great treat. I got to meet him and hang with him. I got to see PA Pirate Paul again.
Awesome.
Charlie.
Yeah.
With Heritage, Heritage?
Relic Hunters.
Relic Hunter. So it was really great getting to hang out with that crew. But most of all for me was getting to meet new people or people that I'd met before but didn't really have as much time to hang out with. So that was really a treat. One of the people I got to meet there was Steve from Steve's Detector Rods, and he actually gave me a rod to test out on my Apex.
Ooh.
And I'm really excited about that because it's going to even make the machine even lighter. So you can also, he makes the ones for Garrett's. He makes for just about, I think, every detector brand out there, Equinox, all brands. So be sure and, y'all check out his he custom-made carbon fiber rods and shafts. So his website is Steve Detector stevedetectorrods.com. That's stevedetectorrods.com. And I believe you can find him on Facebook as well under Steve Detector Rods on Facebook and message him that way too. So he was a great guy to meet, and great product from what I can tell so far. I can't wait to try that out. And you and I we were talking about scoops.
Yeah.
Because you just bought a scoop, and guess what? He makes sand scoop, long handle sand scoops that for travel.
Awesome.
Because that's what I'm going to be needing, is one that breaks apart to fit in my suitcase, but also just the long handle that you may not need for travel, which will make that scoop much lighter. So that might be something you want to check out for your new scoop. Tell us all about your new scoop.
Yeah, it's a pretty good. It's Scoopal, so Scoopal. Has the front edge that I really like. Most of the scoops I have the flat edge on the front. So having the pointed edge will actually help to do the river hunting I've been doing. So I'm pretty excited by that. So I was all excited. I was getting another scoop prior to this, and one of those deals where you're looking really quick, hoping to just put it in an order to get the item to you, and I didn't look at the dimensions. And well, the scoop that originally came that we agreed upon, like, oh, this will work. The scoop itself was about the size of like a red Solo cup. It was so small, and I'm like, so I brought it to the river, and I'm like, I tried it like twice, and I'm like, nope,
too small.
this is not gonna work. So I use my short, just the handheld scoop, where I kind of have to almost get underwater to do the scoop, which is not as much fun as you'd think. So yeah, this Scoopal, it seems pretty good. I'm pretty excited by it. The downfall was the handle, the rod of it. It's so thick and big, and I'm like, oh, this is going to make it a little bit more difficult. But yeah, the bucket is actually, I think it's like a 5 by 6 by 10, so it measures right up with my handheld one. It's got the attachments to be able to connect a rod. Yeah, I don't know, the rod on itself, it's got no grip, and it's like using the vacuum. When you take the attachment out and you got the hose, it's really thick. I'm like, yeah, that might be a little more difficult in the river. But yeah, so I might end up checking him out and seeing if one of the rods that he sells could work with it. It does. The actual scoop itself has a bunch of different openings and whatnot, so it could be bolted in, or this had like U-bolts that kind of went over the rod and holds it in. But it also had other types too, so I'm wondering, it looks like it could be used with others. But the one I got, like you were saying, is travel, so I can adjust it and switch it out.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But again, size-wise, it's really thick, and I don't have hands like that, so definitely going to have to go a little on the smaller side.
Well, let me ask you, is it stainless steel? Is it aluminum? What type of metal is it made out of?
It's stainless steel. Yep.
Stainless steel. Okay.
Yep. And it weighs so the scoop itself weighs about 2 pounds. I'm not actually sure how much the rod weighs. I know when I put it together, it definitely seemed a little bit heavier, but it's got the what is it, 0.3 inch, like a third or whatever, diamond pattern holes. So I like that. That's pretty cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, I have a stainless steel one, but it's so heavy. I'm wondering if I can take a photo of that and maybe shoot it over to Steve and see if he can custom do one for that, or maybe he already has the right dimensions or something one already in stock. I'm not
Hmm.
sure, but that's a good idea because I don't ever use that one anymore. It came, I think, originally with it was just like it wasn't even, I don't even know if it was stainless steel type rod, and it was just so heavy. And then my dad tried to make one out of, I don't even know if it was a broom handle or something. He did a great job, but still trying to make one that I can travel with was a little hard.
Yeah.
So it started getting a little um, not as sturdy anymore. So did see one of his there that he uses that he made custom made for a special kind of scoop, and it looked really well made. So
That's
definitely
awesome.
have to check that out.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah, that's exciting that you got a new scoop. And what
yeah.
kind of goodies have you been finding with it?
Well, I actually, so the little one came and I didn't find any real goodies with that before I switched back to the normal. And then this larger scoop, this Quest Scoople came, and it came the day after I was in the river. So I
Ah,
haven't gotten to use it in the river yet. It was supposed to come in on Friday, and mail here still slow. So it ended up coming in on Sunday, and I went on Saturday. So yeah, I didn't get too much. The river though, yeah, I've been finding some pretty neat stuff. I think I found my third ring, so that was exciting.
ooh,
This one was like a brass wedding band. So it's got no design or
wow.
anything, but hey, it's still cool. And
Hey, always.
yeah, a whole bunch of beads. I love finding beads, you know me.
Oh
Um,
yeah, beads, marbles.
yep,
You found a marble too recently, didn't you? I thought I saw
yeah,
a photo of one
yep.
or two.
Yesterday
Cool.
I went creek walking in the creek that's right up the street from me. It's been a while since I've
Ooh,
gone, and oh yeah, so I went creek walking. um, Ended up finding, actually, I got two marbles, a clay marble and then glass swirl marble. And
wow,
did find a couple intact bottles. So this is a creek I've been walking for years, and
wow.
it's got treasure that comes down the embankment. So when it rains, it goes into this creek. The water is really, really low right now. And last year, I noticed that we had a lot of crawfish and mussels, and there was an abundance of, life. There were frogs and ducks hanging out. And so I walked across the creek and I was checking out, the sides for stuff. And then I was like, all right, well, I'm going to walk down the center. And I noticed that there really wasn't any movement in the water, and there was still water bugs on top and the little flies and everything. But by the time I got to the very, like, down where it meets like a much larger, like an actual river that I do not get into, I noticed where a tree was down and there was like a bank where things were getting caught. There were all these dead crawfish and dead, dead. Everything was dead. So I'm like, what in the world? I mean, I pulled out an entire trash bag of trash, but I mean, I've seen trash
Uh,
in places and it didn't kill the life that was there. So I don't know if it got too warm here or the water has more of a red tinge, but basically, once I saw the dead crawfish and the dead everything, I mean, there was no dead ducks or anything like that, and there was still plant life. It was just all the little things you usually see in the water were dead. I uh, I
huh.
I beat feet to my truck to get home to take a shower because I don't know. It's in an easily accessible place for people to dump stuff.
Hmm.
So not sure if it was the heat and the water going down so fast, but yeah, that was kind of upsetting. I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
pollution. Yeah, litter. we talked about that a few weeks ago. I know that we're going to plan on doing a challenge soon, so keep that in mind, because it's just so upsetting when you happen upon all that stuff. And, I saw something the other day, and it was a poor dead bird, and it was, I can't even remember, some other piece of trash that was wrapped around it.
Oh.
It happens all the time, and it's just so sad.
But yeah, with the water too, that flesh-eating bacteria, and I didn't know. So basically, it was one of those,
Yeah.
okay, I haven't played in this creek in a while, and now that I'm back, everything's dead. I think I'm gonna go home and scrub my arms because, I reach into the water and there's no gloves, and people constantly, oh, you should wear gloves. Well, when you wear gloves like that in the water, like, yeah, I guess it protects your hands from cutting them, but they're still going to get wet, and the water goes above the glove line. So,
Right,
like,
right.
but yes, so that was my evening last night.
Oh, that sounds fun, though. Now, you've been getting out and doing some metal detecting lately. Tell us
I
about some of the goodies you've been finding.
I have. So I feel like I'm cheating because the owner basically has excavated. So this is my Button Hill site. So this is the spot that John and I found, what was it, like 98 buttons a year or so ago when we were
Wow.
metal detecting there.
Wow.
I think we found three KG2s. The Massachusetts half cent was found there. This is like a prime, like amazing site with multiple foundations and wells, and it was on a pretty prevalent pass that used to be there. So one of the original roads that's not a road anymore. It's his property. But he's excavating to put in a foundation to build a house. So when he started excavating and pulling up all this area, he started pulling up brick and then the foundation stones.
Mm.
And actually, he found another foundation. So I got over there with my metal detector. I've been actually using my 7-inch DD shooter. So it's a DTAC. It's much smaller because of the iron in that area as well. It's tons of square nails. And with it excavated, basically everything's on top of everything. So I have found, I think, an 1819 Coronet large cent. Um,
Wow.
I think I found 9 buttons now, and it's crazy because usually you find buttons and they don't have the shank, but I think it's out of 9 buttons, 7 actually have the shank. Only 2 are missing the shank. So I thought that was weird. And that was the case too when we found those 90 something buttons. It was like 75% of the buttons actually still had their shank, which made us think that maybe it was like a seamstress foundation or
Yeah,
someone that did
yeah.
sewing and whatnot.
Hmm.
I found a thimble, which would be, I think, the sixth thimble for that same spot. So it fits
Whoa.
right in with Button Hill because it's really still, but
Huh.
it's been really great. That smaller coil and the heavy iron has been absolutely awesome. So,
You know, and you and I have talked about this a little before, but those smaller coils are just idea for, it's perfect for those type of situations when you've got all those, the iron, the nails and stuff. And there's so many people that still just use their stock coils that come, these big, massive stock coils that come standard with their detectors. And it's really a shame because a lot of them are missing and they think they aren't, but a lot of them do miss some targets.
oh, I know I
So,
did. I used the stock coil
right.
forever and then got the smaller coil and went back and some of those iron, like, oh my gosh, there was a barn site that burned down and pulling the iron out, but yet at the same time, you're still getting that crisp signal and pulling out rosettes. that were surrounded by nails and, just crazy stuff that was coming out. And I know I missed it with the larger coil, that's for sure.
That's why I always, when I'm really thoroughly searching an area, and if I've got the time to really search it thoroughly, that's why I'll go over it and cherry pick first with the larger coil, then I'll go back with a smaller coil, and you'll be surprised what you missed. And it's so important to, for people to use this. That's the reason why all the manufacturers make different size coils for different things. So if you just keep using one coil and you think you're getting it all, I guarantee you're missing some stuff. So don't miss out. Get yourself, invest in a smaller coil for whatever detector brand you're using. It's going to be worth it. I really do think it's going to be worth it.
Yeah, it's almost like upgrading your machine.
It really is.
You've got totally different settings, that can be, enhanced by switching up the coils here and there. I mean, you and I had talked too when I had done that seated hunt, and I really wish I had had the larger coil because I had forgotten it at home, and it was a real downfall for me to have the real small coil on at that point. And
right.
So totally, the situation that you're detecting can be absolutely changed by having the different coils. But
really can.
Yeah, you got a new coil lately, didn't you?
I did, and I did swing it for just a very short while at the roundup. But I plan on hopefully this weekend. I'll be going to East Texas to my parents' property family up there, and taking a short trip up there before I fly to Utah. And it's the new Reaper coil that will be hitting the market very soon, and I'll be testing it out on the AT Max. Now they're going to be making it for the AT series and the Apex as well. So it'll be a 14 by 11 inch coil, so it's a large coil with that 14 inches footprint on there. So it's going to give you great coverage, but yet it's still going to give you that narrow footprint in the middle because it is a double D. So I'm really anxious to take it to a place that I pounded over and over and over with this large coil and see if I can pull anything deep out of there. So super excited to be testing that. So y'all be sure and contact me when they announce that it'll be released if you're interested in either for your Ace Apex or your Garrett AT series. If you're needing one, it'll be the Reaper coil. So hopefully I'll reap some good rewards.
That was a good play on words.
A little punny.
Yeah.
But again, y'all be sure and go to Digger's Den if you are in need of a coil for whatever machine you're using. We carry all brands and some aftermarket brands, such as, I think it's there's the nail coils, and then there's is it Coil Tech? Is another brand.
Coil Tech, D-Tech.
Mars. There's a lot of different brands out there. If there's something specific you're interested in, be sure and contact me. I can sometimes get you even a better price that's on our website if you just let me know. But if not, you can actually go to the website and just, that's The Digger's Den. That's dddetectors.com. That's dddetectors.com. And just use my promo code Gypsy, all capital letters, and it'll at least knock a little bit of off for you and help you save a little bit of money. So I definitely appreciate it, because basically this is all I do anymore is I get to travel and I sell metal detectors and metal detecting supplies, and this is how I earn my living. And I definitely could use some extra traveling money. Oh, now I sound desperate. That's terrible. I promise I'm not desperate. I would love to help anyone that needs help or has questions. I appreciate your business.
Yeah.
So anyway, tell us about some of your other finds that you found. So you found the Largie.
Yep.
And now I remember seeing like a picture or video of you finding some sort of real pretty brooch or something.
I did
Or
find like a purple, purple. I don't know. Could be an amethyst, glass or whatnot. Yeah, brooch. That was a lot of. It came out really pretty. I'm really,
ooh.
really slacking from posting that type of thing. Posting anything on Facebook. Um, I know I got to get over there and do a photo drop here soon. Let's see. Oh, I'm trying to think. There's been a lot. I think the padlock was the last time we had talked. The padlock and the ring with the red stone. And then after that, yeah, just a ton of stuff. It's
Oh, did you ever find out about your padlock? I know
uh,
you were going to research some. Did you find out if it's a railroad or what the deal is on that?
I don't. Based on feedback that I've been told, that it's definitely like the railroad type. What's
Mm-hmm.
actually engraved in it isn't a railroad around here, so I don't
Hmm.
know. I'm horrible lately. I still have an entire tray of things that I need to clean up that I have not yet. Um, I know I got a bunch of coverall buttons I need to take a look at too, and I think three of them were
Mm.
actually Maine. So yeah, I need to do some cleaning. It's just been it's if it's nice out, heck, if it's not nice out, I've just been trying to get out. So,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, the brooch, the purple stone brooch is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Sadly, the filigree that's around it is broken. But the
Oh.
stone itself is gorgeous, or the glass. You never know. Um, and then I did find out. I thought I had found some uh, like this weird hose nozzle when I was
Hmm.
metal detecting Button Hill, and come to find
Uh-huh.
out it's part of a bellows. So it's what the used to be at the end, and you'd kind of pump two sides together, and it would push air, so that way you'd use it to light the fire or to make the fire go brighter or burn better. But a bellows, and that was really
Hmm.
neat. And then I keep finding snowflake buttons. They have like,
Interesting.
yeah, they have like a snowflake. I had found one the first time detecting there this year, and then I think a couple days ago I had found another, and I'm like, I think that's the same pattern, and got it home, cleaned it up, and it is. It's the exact same pattern, and they both have a shank.
Wow.
So that was pretty exciting.
Nice. It
Yeah.
is.
And then tons of clay
So,
pipe stems because I absolutely love
wow.
finding those. So
Now you got to find some more, like a whole pipe or a pipe bowl
I
next.
wish.
That would be cool.
I wish. I say it every time I go out. I'm like, I just want
Got to put that
exact.
out there. It's
Yep.
going to happen. It's going to happen. I just know it. Uh, cool. Yeah, I wish we could find stuff like that here. Very, very rare.
Well, sooner or later, we will get you back up here. And hopefully by then we've got a few more sites. I know that, so up here, one of the things that it's raining right now. So they basically, all the farmers and whatnot, most of the farms around me are hay fields. So
Mm.
first cut has started happening. So I'm really excited
Oh.
by that because the fields are to my waist. So swinging in that just
Oh.
doesn't work. So
Yeah.
first cut is
Yeah.
usually very exciting, and I'm very excited for first cut. Keeping an eye on a couple different fields, and hopefully can get on those in the next couple weeks.
Mm. Well, let me know when you get some time off. We might can plan that trip before October, a little
Yeah.
quick trip up there. So let me know.
Yes,
Um,
absolutely.
'Cause I think I'm going to Florida again in July. I think July 17th. So what I'll be doing is I will be going to Utah. I'll be leaving for Utah for the Beyond Oak Island episode on let's see, the 29th,
Hmm.
coming up soon, about another week, and then a little over a week, and then when I get back, I'll have just a short time to get ready, and then go to Florida. But after I get back from Florida, I'm pretty much open. I'm free as far as I know.
Awesome. Well, maybe I
So
can get you up
maybe
here
we could
sooner.
maybe we can squeeze something in, even if it's for a weekend. I mean, I could probably try to take a quick trip. We could figure something out.
Yeah,
For a
absolutely.
weekend and a day, if you can get one extra day
Yeah,
or something.
I'm sure I could put in for some time.
All right.
Absolutely.
Well, let's yeah, we'll get together on that. And one thing I did do, we were talking about the Red Dirt Treasure Shootout
Hmm.
earlier. I in one of the hunts, I think it was called the Outlaw Hunt, where there was actually, I think, some gold coins put out there.
Ooh.
Um, but I was so lucky. I walked out there. I got like one natural find that wasn't planted. And then my very next hit, I got a token.
Ooh.
And I turned my token in, and it said MD on it. And I was like, metal detector? What? Anyway, it actually turned out to be a vintage metal detector. It turned out to be a vintage Garrett 2-box detector with the 2-box, hunting for
Yeah,
large caches and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool.
that is pretty cool. Huh.
So yeah, I did. That was cool. So I did manage. Yeah, I did manage some other finds in the hunts, but most of it was because me and Rick, we were like the VIPs. I felt, really bad because my way was paid for the hunt. I didn't want to go out there and just detect and find some, a lot of goodies. So basically I videoed and just went around chatting with people, getting to know them, helping them out with their machine if they were having trouble, giving them some tips and pointers, that kind of thing. But it was a blast. And meeting people, like I said earlier, from up in your
Mm.
area, all the way to some people from Oklahoma, people from Tennessee. I mean, there was people that came from all over, so it was really fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, it's always fun to get together with new people and share a common hobby and passion for finding stuff. And yeah, I'm missing it. I can't wait.
Me either. I cannot wait till October. So, um, well, do we have anything else we need to add to tonight's?
No, I mean, hopefully this test goes well, and we uh, we hear that, hopefully we'll get some positive feedback. If not, I mean, if the pre-recorded shows, if you all don't like them, definitely leave us a note on either the All Meta Mode Facebook page, or, I mean, you're absolutely welcome to send myself a message if
Me
you have some
too.
feedback, or you think that the pre-recorded shows stink. I mean, just be kind. It is our very first time trying to do one, so I know it's a little bit on the shorter side. It's not the usual hour that we do it, but got to start somewhere. So,
Yeah, and we also just, we hate to leave you all hanging when we, are traveling and not able to do one. And if there's a way we could post a pre-recorded, at least you have one to listen to. And then also, people can always go to our archives and listen to past ones. Maybe you missed some. So be sure and remember that as well. Um, so just, yeah, give us your feedback. And if you have any ideas for topics you would like us to discuss, we would definitely appreciate that, especially for those pre-recorded ones. And also, if there's some special guests you would like us to try to have on, we would appreciate your feedback on that as well. And we look forward to future podcasts and seeing you all again and being able to chat with you all live, the ones that join us in our live podcast, and we appreciate every one of you that join us. And we will be having some more giveaways coming up soon as well, so y'all be looking forward to that.
all right.
All right. Well, thank you all. You all have a good night and happy hunting.
Good night, all.